So good morning once again, dear students, youths of the country and the world at large, dear friends and admirers of Swami Vivekananda. Today we will delve deep into factors, the factors that decide how the society will function, how a country will run, whether in the right direction or in the wrong direction, whether the rule of law will prevail, prosperity, development, justice will be ensued, or all kind of crimes, corruption, and malpractices, people resort to taking advantage of their position and power, money, and mercy. Perhaps most of you just might have heard the name of Sage Bhatri Hari. And Swami Vivekananda was really very fond of that sage, who was actually the elder brother of King Vikramaditya, the legendary king. And Bhatrihari was much interested in learning, in meditation, in composing, and his Niti Shatakam is one of the famous works which clearly and without any mistake focuses on the problems of society and the methods by which an individual can change himself towards greatness, and also the kind of people who determine the fate of a nation or the direction of a society. In order to contemplate just on the suffering of the people, rules which govern human society, and an individual to shape his own character and also shape the character of the and fate of the nation. He left his throne offered by King Vikramaditya, who was pleased with the knowledge and wisdom and yogic power of his elder brother, and so he offered his own kingdom to his brother. But just you can say enjoying a few days that pleasures which is derived from a king being the king, he found it was worthless, and he just gave it back to his brother, went to the forest for contemplation and meditation too. Okay, just learn thoroughly and perfectly the nature of human beings, and also the ways by which an individual can become a truly good and great person. Reflecting on the type of people in any society, Bhatrihari observed that there are four categories of people, and they are the Satpurusha or that Durlabha one, rare one. The second, the Samanyam or the Mediocre. The third, the Manava Rakshasha. And then the fourth one, it is very difficult to classify them. He has called them as nirvana. So these four categories, their number in society, right, uh, determine just in a particular phase or that entire history of any nation, that what what kind of a society we are going to have, and why the present state of the country or society is so degraded, just like ours, in spite of flashes of true growth, true development in terms of, you can say, human resource, just here and there. But still, we are not in the phase of history where we can claim that we have reached that state from where only good will prevail and there will be no trace of evil. Now, let us just deliver it on those four categories classified by Bhatri Hari. The first one, Satpurusha, the rare, the Durlabha, right? They are very few. It may be that one in a billion or even one in 1,000 years they come on a it's come in the world in uh, any nation or in any country or in a society. They from their the very day they become aware of their own identity, and also the people around them, they only live for doing good to others, and they do not even dream of any kind of return, not in terms of money or wealth, or even a little bit appreciation or praise also they do not expect. So they are the Satpurushas. They are called the salt of the earth. They are the leaders of mankind. Right? Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Chaitanya, Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, APJ Abdul Kalam, just maybe classified under this group. And the second one, the Samanyam, the mediocre. They are good people in general, and they have no bad intention to just do harm or to deprive others for their self-interest, and they are ready to help others in whatever way it is possible, till by doing so they do not harm their own interest. Is it okay? So long they are safe in every matter, in helping others, they would help people. So these mediocre people are, I think that expected to be in our society in less numbers, and but the third category, that Manava Rakshasha, right? About them, Bhatrihari has said that they are ready to do harm for the sake of power, for the sake of position, for their own personal narrow self-interest. We know that most of the politicians, I do not know if there is any those who are really think about the good of the people, just without first ensuring that they are in power, they retain in power, or they assume the power position of power, fine, by fair means of foul. So whenever someone is trying to do it, that's just assume the power. Now, whatever good intentions they are there, if they do it by depriving others, those who really deserve, all right, they may be very scholarly, they may be very good outwardly, but they also belong to the third category, and we know it that those chemists, those who suggest their just you can say industrialist who prepare baby food in the factory or life-saving medicines, and the chemists they try to prove their efficiency, their skill, right, by adding harmful ingredients and adulterate those baby food, life-giving, life-saving drugs, or any kind of food stuff. Those both the industrialist and the chemist, and they are all of the same category. Think about those among 26,000 teachers who those who just became teacher by giving money and depriving others, and also by submitting blank answer sheets. Those who helped them, those who took huge money from them, whether ministers or members in that elected members, those government officers at high post or at all levels, those just who just control the selection people process, they are all actually of that third category people. Because of them, equal number of competent candidates, right? Maybe those who could give 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 lakh as donations, they could have easily just kept this money in intelligent investment. I think that yeah, just in investment, that ideas or plans, so that they can get good amount of interest. They could have started some business, okay, but those who were so they did not do it. They wanted to get the job without having that quality, and without being able to crack the exam, they resorted to that shortcut method, and by doing that, they also strengthened the hands of those who are corrupt and greedy people in power, whether in politics or in government, or whether government as elected members, as ministers, or as bureaucrats, those who are not happy with the huge salary and perks they get, but they think it is their, you can say, legitimate right to plunder, okay, to rob the public money and become richer overnight. So all these people, they belong to the third category, those administrative officials, the police. You have not seen anyone coming out and just protesting or just you can say fighting for the cause of truth. Those who are in power, not a single one. Those who are power of or the part of the government, not a single one is coming out. And see the advocates of they belong to this country. They are fighting, to save the rapists, to deprive justice, just to deprive the parents of the murdered and raped lady doctor. Those advocates, they are politicians also, and their aides, their you can say subordinates. So all these people, how can you say that they have really any good intention by saving those hardcore criminals and corrupt people? So, because they are in large number in every sphere of our national life, state life, in all institutions, from President's House to the Panchayat Bhavan, these kind of people, the third category, the Manava Rakshasha, who do not hesitate, who do not think twice before doing harm to others, depriving others for their own personal gain, for adulterating food, for adding that poison to baby food, to life-saving drugs, right? Those who just pass on that secret government just files or that information to foreign countries, right? Whether they are in that administration, in judiciary, or in other segments like in the field of education, in science and research, everywhere you will see such kind of people. And there are ministers, there are, I think that heads of government in states and the center that who are inviting very dishonest industrialist corporates in the country to set up industries here, which because of their harmful effect on environment, just were removed from their own country, and they are coming here. Who are these people? Who are these politicians? Those who are inviting such kind of people with such nefarious, self-interested motives. And we have seen it earlier also. Those who are responsible for killing thousands and affecting the entire future generation for next 50 years, right? In the shape of that Bhopal gas leakage incident. So those who are responsible, we have seen the one former prime minister and the office staff, right? In that you can say in another foreign matters, foreign affairs, the officer, they are all actually giving free passage those criminals. So these are all of that third category, isn't it? Those who are actually that that provoking the people in the name of religion, in the name of caste, right? Whether it is upper caste or lower class or any kind of religion, they are provoking people in the name of their own communal identity, and so that people in the country, those who are living for centuries, right, with harmony, with amity, as brothers and sisters here, irrespective of the caste, creed, or religion they belong to, they are trying to just engage them in endless battles, in fratricidal battles, fights, conflicts, all the time. Why are they doing? For their own personal narrow interest. They all belong to this third category. And the fourth one, uh, that sage Bhatrihari said, he could not actually find any perfect nomenclature name for that fourth one who does not have any other motive of doing harm to others or to the country than for the sake of harming only. So they are beyond our just imagination, but still we know that such kind of people are there, right? Those who are putting stones or landmine right on the railway track. Uh, they may have some other projected right higher motives. Those who are killing people, torturing women, right? Just for the sake of religion, for the sake of going to heaven, marrying girls belonging to other community, okay, in spite of having number of wives and children, so that they can ensure their just entry into that heaven. So all these people, they actually are nothing but that fourth category people, and that is why we have to terminate them. We have to finish them, abolish them, according to Swami Ranganathanandaji, that in such a way that they never come into existence again. So anyway, but one thing we can do, we can ensure that by giving proper training, the man making and character building ideas, and also you can say great relations we have in our scriptures, in that Niti Shatakam of Nirvana Shatakam of Bhatri Hari, whom Swami Vivekananda was a great fan rather. So by following these methods and encouraging our students and youths to embrace this man-making and character-building ideal, okay, to build their own life and character, so that they can become permanent members of that second and first category, right? The second ones will try, the mediocre will try to become that Durlabha one, Satpurusha one, and the new entrants, the future generation, the students and youths, they should be totally just taken care of, and they should be adopted in such a manner, and we have to take position for the true education, take the entire, I think, that responsibility and position for educating the younger generation to become that second and first category, and also the motive should be to rescue those who by mistake or by you can say by the act of by the conspiracy of their fate, they have fallen into the third category. We have to try to decrease their number by just bringing them back to the you can say mainstream of social and national life, and just giving them that encouragement, giving them that shelter from where they can understand the worthlessness or the danger of adopting that such kind of you can say attitude of life by which they start thinking and believing that only depriving others and harming others they can really gain something in life. So increase the number of second category and then add those who already have perfected becoming good human being of that second category, they would try to elevate themselves to that Satpurusha category, whose life will be only dedicated for the good of all, and then both of them will try to decrease the number of the third category, and thus we can ensure that permanent change in the right direction will begin very strongly and never to falter, never to just slip away. So the Akhil Bharat Vivekananda Yuva Mahamandal since 1967 just has been trying to do this to increase the second category by giving proper training to the students and youths. And I would request all our young friends, our brothers, our sisters to join this man making and character building movement, youth movement of the Akhil Bharat Vivekananda Yuva Mahamandal in order to make a truly developed, prosperous India, the India where there will be no discrimination between man and man, and they will be all well fed, well educated, and well trained to just do the role of genuinely responsible citizen of this country, and thus India will once again regain its highest position, and this is will in turn inspire all other nations to embrace the man making and character building ideal of education of Swami Vivekananda. And that is what Swami Vivekananda also declared, that India, with his gift of spirituality, with his motto of just bring out the God out of that man, that oneness of all, with that value of that motto will work as a component force in making a true nation and join in the development of that nation with his own gift of making man a character, making man a god. And that day will really be the day of true victory for celebration for our country, and you youths will be the architect of this new nation, this regenerated India of Swami Vivekananda and of the great sons and daughters of this country, of the sages and seers of ancient India from eternity. Thank you all once again.